guys, so I am still on my travels. I'm promoting the source, and I am just here now at the N12 wholesalers. It's a place called Modder River, which is another town which is next to the town that we stay in. And so yeah, we're trying to obviously spread our net as far as we can with this process. I feel like it's really important to kind of do the groundwork, get out there, see who's interested. So yeah, I'm going to be just checking out how they're going, because they bought a few bottles from us. They also bought some jams as well from us. So I just want to go in there and quickly check how they're doing. I want to take some pictures so that we can put it on the website. And then talk to them maybe about even doing a promotional day with them. So yes, we'll see, guys. I'm definitely trying to work with also people who are agreeing to supply with us, trying to obviously build that brand up, build get people to taste the sauce, and yeah, just introduce the community to the sauce. So hopefully we can build from the ground up. So guys, so I'll try to get some pictures. Maybe they'll let me film inside. And so yeah, guys, I'll show you them. Guys, it's me again. So I'm just here dropping off some sauce at a restaurant. It's a really beautiful restaurant by the riverfront in Ritchie. So yeah, the manager said he was willing to test out the sauce, and so we'll see how it goes. We're up against Tabasco, so he really wants a hot sauce, so we're up against Tabasco, so we'll see if our sauces can measure up, and we'll know, and I'll let you know, guys. Hey guys, so I'm actually now on my last drop off for a shop that in Ritchie that has agreed to sell our sauces. So yeah guys, it's actually been quite successful first real push of the sauce. Doing the promotional day at one shop in Ritchie, and now another shop here has actually cooked, which you can see behind me, but they've actually agreed now to stock the sauce as well. So we have a few places already. There's some really big places in town. I'll definitely give you an update on whether or not we get those. There's a few clubs, there's a few big restaurants that seem to be interested, but I think maybe a price might be a sticking point. We have to wait and see. We've given them some prices, so we'll see what they say. Yeah guys, also we're also going to be doing I'll maybe show you a bit of process of the sauce. Since I've been back, I've been implementing a lot of food safety regulations. While I was away, I got qualified up to level 3 supervisor in food safety management. I've been implementing a lot of those safety regulations. So sorting out the workflow of making the sauces. We've registered the sauces, obviously as trademarks, and then also I'm going to get the sauce tested as well this week. So yeah, basically at the end of the day, we're doing all we can to obviously make sure that we aren't contaminating the food, and we're boiling the sauce for the right amount of time, but there's only so much you can do and tell. So we've had sauce that has been sat here for about 3 months, and so we're going to get that sauce tested to see what the shelf life is like, and to see whether or not there's any microorganisms that have displayed themselves, and then we'll go from there, guys. And then obviously if we do find something, if we don't, then we'll know if we'll make modifications. But yeah, we really are serious about agro processing. We're really serious about getting our global gap and our SA gap, and being certified and being safe, and having traceability. It's a lot of it's really a lot. It's really a lot, guys. It's really a lot, but I feel like it's going to be worth it. And I feel like as a small business, this is the way that we're going to maybe save the business. Honest to God, maybe this is the way we'll save our business, because selling vegetables right now is we're not remotely even breaking even. I mean, I haven't had a paycheck. I haven't earned money for my own self in 3 years of doing this, and it can't continue. And obviously, when you've started a new business, I don't know how many of you guys have out there have started a business or have actually owned small farms yourselves. It's very difficult, and there is a lot of capital that you have to put up yourself, and infrastructure changes, and as obviously as your knowledge as a farmer changes. So we've come to a point where our knowledge is definitely grown a lot, our techniques grown a lot. Unfortunately for that, it's also cost us a lot more money on infrastructure and equipment, and things like proper fertilizer and tools to measure soil and pH. So we were like, well, the vegetables really aren't making us break even, so what do? Well, agro processing, making sauces. You earn 3 times as much on a pepper if you make something out of it than if you sell it as a raw pepper. So my advice to any small business is find your niche. Whatever it is, actually, even if it's not agro processing farming. When it comes to small business, find your niche and try and upscale it. Try and upscale it to whatever it is. Like, even with our sauces now, you made the sauce, but we've upscaled it by having it gift boxed, and offering larger bottles. And so definitely, I feel positive about it. We've had a lot of people willing, which is something that I don't particularly find in Europe, that people are very willing to try out new people, new sources, new ideas, and things like that. And South Africa is a great place, and I do love South Africa because of that. I love South Africa because it does allow you to try, to really try, and you know what I mean. And it's just, I'm as a family, as individuals, we're very motivated, even though it's very difficult. As I said, we haven't earned money in the last 3 years, but the opportunities are priceless. If the sacrifice turns out to be a couple of years worth of paychecks, not a couple of paychecks, then if you can build a company that has legs, something that can grow, something that could even maybe transform the local community. And there's a lot of unemployment here, and the Northern Cape of South Africa is pretty much only known for a big hole in the ground, courtesy of Europeans diamond hunting. So that's pretty much what the Northern Cape is known for. Yet it is so rich with resources. It's so rich with resources. It was one of South Africa's first towns to actually have electricity. And once apartheid ended and people couldn't, siphon from the country anymore, the infrastructure for the Northern Cape really just halted. And it's taken a really long time for the government to um, actually get their hands dirty out here and create infrastructure. There's a road being built here now, but this is kind of like there was even mayhem about this road being built. So it's very difficult for this new government because they weren't left in a great state. They weren't given a great example of how to govern. So yeah, it's like, it's a small idea, it's a small business that we have, but with big dreams, maybe we can be a company that can, create some kind of change in the community. Create jobs, create food security, and maybe even like take the Northern Cape to another level, to where it's known for more than just being a big hole in the ground. Maybe we could be the chili capital, maybe we could be a sauce capital, who knows. But we have a lot of dreams and prayers. And so yeah, guys, so thanks for watching. I'm gonna go and deliver to Kuka shop over here, and then yeah, guys, I will give you some updates on some of the bigger clients, and I'll show you some of the bigger venues. Hopefully that they'll take us also, and hopefully I'll have some good news this Christmas, and we'll get some big contracts with some of these big restaurants and clubs. So this is the last stop on my little sauce escapade for this video. I'm ending up just at a place called Path Care in Kimberley. where we are going to get our sauces tested. We have sauces that are from 3 to 6 months old, so we're going to get a range of them tested. And basically just check the shelf life, check that obviously there's no bacteria. Obviously you do as much as you really can when you making the sauce to make sure that the food safety is up to scratch. Obviously sauce is basically preservative, but we want to check shelf life. We want to check that there is no actual bacteria. We're definitely checking for E. coli, botulism, salmonella, all of the dangerous kind of food poisoning bugs that can go around. And so yeah guys, hoping and praying that our sauces are clean and nice and preserved well, and our processes are good. Obviously if there is any problems we would make changes, and even if there are problems, maybe more serious problems, then we'll have to get some professional advice on preserving the sauces for kind of elongating shelf life. We want to do things as naturally as possible, but there has to be some kind of preservative level for the sauce to last at least probably 6 months. Okay guys, so I'm not sure how much I'll show you inside, but I'll probably just show you walking in. Okay guys.
In the sky.